G'day, Burke here. Today we're starting a new Let's Play, and today we are going to go with a warrior class, I think. The last one I did, I was sort of just showing off bits and pieces about the game that I thought people might find interesting and may help with the starting of a new world, especially if you haven't played the game before. And today I thought that we would go through and restart with a warrior class, because the last one I was a ranger because it was easier, and when I tried to use a sword for some reason I couldn't. So right now I'm just going to gather up some resources so I can craft some basic tools. If you haven't seen the other videos that I've done, I'll show you how to craft the tools and how that all works. Hopefully we'll have enough to do the basic equipment now. So we pop along to the crafting menu. You need to select all, and then you just pick which ones you want. So obviously we want tools, and we haven't got any metal yet, so we want a stone hatchet. We'll go through the level and the tiers later on when we've actually leveled up, and we can do that. And don't have quite enough stone yet. So I'm going to cut out the most of the harvesting and that, because it's a little bit grindy. Yep, we've got enough now, so we want the stone sledgehammer. Craft. Pop along to the inventory, and you'll see here, if you click over to crafting, oh no, sorry, harvesting, you've got your strength and your speed and what have you there. So you pick this, click on the appropriate slot, and you see your strength and your speed has gone up. And if you go along to, where are we at, logging, you got 1 and 3, and that should change to 2.5. So your speed goes up and your strength goes up. I will just show you the how you get the water and stuff as well. So you saw me pick up the lettuce before. And if you have a quick look, so you click on there, if you have a quick look down on the bottom left hand corner there, you got your temperature, you have your hunger meter and your thirst meter. Then I'm pretty sure that goes down health, stamina and mana. And then over here you've got your weapon slot. You can drag your bow over there, or your staff if you're going to be a magician. And then over here you have your quick slots, and that is your return home slot. So if you push 0, it will take you to the nearest Solace stone. So you see the hunger meter went up a little bit there. And what are we after here? Grab some more food. Didn't quite get that. So we also want a sickle, so we need to craft a sickle for this. I love how the crafting in this game is instant as well. It just makes life so much easier. Although, to be fair, it does need to be as well in this game, because it's you need to recraft everything quite often as you level up. So harvesting this stuff is how you will acquire your clothes. Like the first set of clothes will be from the stalk. And I'll probably craft a bow as well, just to start off with, because we will need to, going to need to harvest leather and stuff off pigs. Although that probably won't be as necessary in the warrior class, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get there at this stage. So yeah, we may have to go through the tier of light medium armor till we can get to the heavy armor. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. And we won't need the skinning knife just yet. So I'm going to carry on harvesting the stuff, and I will come back later on and show you all the crafting and You see the exclamation up in the top right corner there? That is to let you know that you have attribute points that need to be spent. Although I'm not sure how much use they will be right now, because we're just harvesting resources. We're not actually fighting monsters or anything like that. So I will be back shortly. So I'll just cut back in quickly here because I forgot to show you guys you have these different, see you've got your reaping strength, energy cost and cooldown, strong sickle swing, you have your reaping strength, increases your base reaping strength, and then a speed bonus percentage. I generally go with the strength, and we have a mining point as well, and it's all the same at this stage of the game. It doesn't matter which one you're doing. So we don't have any points in those ones yet. And I will cut back in once we've finished up here. Okay, so we're back. And I'm just going to quickly show you how the home button works. If you hit 0, you'll see the bottom left corner of the screen, your mana should drop down a little bit as it takes you back home. We'll drop down a little bit, it's dropped down all the way. And now that we're back, I will show you the things that we need to craft. So if we go into the crafting menu, we're going to get rid of tools, and we are going to select facilities. And the first thing we will need is a forge. So we'll craft you, and then we can click on that and put place. Yeah, there looks good. And then F to interact, and we're going to chuck all our stacks of metal. One quick side note, if you have a look up on the top there, you will see that T0 stands for tier 0, and it's quite important to note that while I haven't tried it, I'm pretty sure that if you get to tier 1 level gear, so once you're 5 kilometers out, you'll start finding tier 1 gear. If you try to craft that tier 1 items on a tier 0 forge, I'm pretty sure it won't let you do that. So now we have all the metal we need. Let's go into crafting, and this time round we want, what do we want? We want a soaring station. That'll be the first thing we want. We want to place you, and we will put you down over here. And then you just chuck all your lumber in, bang, and should be good. So that does stack as well, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so we're back. I just had to make a quick cut as I didn't realise I turned all my timber into lumber. Or all my lumber, yeah, timber into lumber, which means that I couldn't actually craft the retting vat, which we will need. So we'll place you down. We're going to need that for clothes. And put you down here. And then we also want a storage chest so we can put our stuff in it. We'll put you down. So Z and C rotate, and that's your left and right. Z and C. So that's something that is handy to know. And if we click on that, we can chuck our stalks in here. And the water that you get when you actually I can really do all of that. The water that you get when you harvest the stalks will be what you use to turn that into usable twine. If you're going to be a mage, you will need that. Otherwise, you should be all good. So we're going to do a smithing station. So now we should be able to do. If we put you over here, we'll be able to do our tools. So first off, we're going to do our tools before we do anything else. We'll click you off and go to the hatchet. So you'll see, oh, it doesn't show up there, but if I come out of here and I go over here, go to crafting, you'll see you need a smithing station to craft this. So if I click on there, it comes up red, which means I can't make it because I'm too far away from the smithing station. So we'll make one of everything, as we're still level 0. We go to inventory, and we're still on the harvesting side here, so you should see the logging go up. See that jump up to 8? That's a huge, huge jump. So it's definitely something that's worth doing. And I think that's the last one. Yep, that's the last one. And what else do we want to make? So we'll get rid of you, go to facilities. I definitely want a trash can so I can get rid of this stuff. Craft the woodworking station and put you down. So we'll keep all the woodworking gear together. And now we can make a trash can. And we can get rid of all our old equipment that we no longer use. And you go through a lot of stuff too, so I really do recommend making a trash can, because if you drop this stuff on the ground, which is what I used to do, you will find that you'll get quite a lot of rubbish built up. Okay, set you on top of you. So what do we want to make now? Slashing, short sword, bludgeon. The stone club must be the first. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I'm going to make a short sword, and we will see. Can I equip it? Ah, cool, I can. I couldn't last time. Excellent. So we will want a shield as well, I think. And we'll go back to the woodworking station for you. And then he goes there. So how do we use the shield? It might just add to the defense. Maybe it's just passive. But anyway, we've made you. We need to make... Actually, we might not need to make the tailoring station, because we're going to be a warrior. So I will try making... Get rid of all the extra stuff we don't need. So if we go to heavy armour, that gives us 2.4. Go to light armour. Yeah, it's definitely a upgrade. So let's make it all. And don't worry too, if you run out of room while you are crafting this gear, you will find that it will just drop on the ground anyway. So as we put this up, you'll see the armour. It should raise up. Cool. So that should allow me to tank most of the hits off these level 1 guys. Excellent. Now we want to go to our skills. Let's go to adventuring, and we're going to be, there's nothing in there yet, but I assume this is stuff that's going to be upgraded. So we have 6 points there. Single forward melee attack will upgrade you. You can only go up to 2. We've still got 4 points left. And I think this stuff uses up your stamina, so it's definitely worth upgrading your stamina. We've got 2 points remaining. Why not go for the last stuff? So we want to put you down there. So all this stuff will be on the hotbar, and we should be able to use it all. Okay, now we go to general. Where are we at? Attributes. That's the one I needed. So we've got 6 points there. We can only go up 2 per level. So strength is something you obviously want to max out if you're going to be a warrior, and stamina you will definitely need to max out as well if you're going to increase your, like if you want to use your special points and stuff. So we've got 2 points left. What does agility do? Physical skill, speed, crit, dexterity. Most of these, intelligence and wisdom's definitely only going to be for wizardry and stuff like that. So I think with 2 points left, we'll put 1 into agility and 1 into dexterity. These they seem to be ones that could come in handy. So that's all our points spent. I'm pretty sure that's it for the crafting. So when we get a little bit further along, I will show you how to how the levels and stuff work. So the levels, I can craft level 2, 3, wow, I can go up to level 4 already with smithing. As you work with the stuff, it will upgrade itself. So you can go up, I can craft level 4, look at the difference in the armour. It's a pretty big difference. But if I go to tier 1, boom, that is huge. So that gives you your biggest jump there. But you can't get to tier 1 until you're 5 kilometres out. And you need to level up as you go out, or you will get taken out by the monsters. Okay, so now that we have everything we need to start fighting, why don't we go and have a look at the combat? I wonder if I can have a look at the... So we don't actually need the vet. It depends, but what you craft is going to depend on your skill level, obviously. So I'm not going to need to kill pigs, because you can just pick up stuff off the ground at the moment to survive, food-wise. What are we up to now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need, so I didn't even need most of that stuff. I probably could have thrown that away. So you can right click to send stuff into your chest, but it doesn't always do it. So, or we're going to need tons of ore since we are going to be warriors. We'll leave all this stuff on in case we need it. Alright. So it looks to me that the seed map doesn't actually change the world generation, just from what I can see here. This looks pretty similar to the last world that I showed you guys. It even has the same point of interest in the same spot. So I'm just going to run over here. Going to find one of these, like the points of interest aren't actually implemented in the game yet. They're just placeholders at this stage. However, these monoliths over here are implemented. So that was my special attack there, hit all of them. Let's see what... Okay, so he's down. He definitely uses up a fair bit of stamina, your special attack. Okay, so if you go out to the monsters, he had nothing. He had nothing. But often they'll have stone or something like that to harvest. So, did I clear the... Yep, cleared the monolith. So I got 2 experience, and you'll see down here, I got 3 light, and you will use that light to craft Solace stones. So, with a Solace stone, you can travel back and forth to the places that you need to get your equipment and things like that. So, if I need something from my chest, I can just chuck a foundation down here, put a Solace stone on there if I have 20 light crystals, and off I go. I can travel back. Now I think these are used on the enchanting table to make your swords and things like that better. So I'll have a play with that later on as well. So I'm thinking I might run around and level up for a little bit. Find some more monsters to kill. And then I think that in tomorrow's episode we will start travelling out a couple of k's. There's not much point in whacking down a foundation only a kilometre away from your base. I might as well just walk back there once I level up. But once I get out to 2 kilometres, we'll probably go for a wander tomorrow, chuck down some foundations, and we will start a new base. Well, not a new base, but we'll put you there. I'll just whack down a foundation and go from there. So the reason you want to put down your foundation and your Solace stone is so that when you level up, you can just whip back, upgrade all your gear, and then travel back out to the latest Solace stone again. And then carry on with your travels. So I'm just going to clear out a bunch of monoliths. Finish this guy off. See, I gained the and the higher level as well, the more light you get. So we will, once we get up to 25 experience, we'll hit the level 1, and then we can upgrade all our armour and all our tools, and they will work better. So what have you got for me? Cool. You can stack with that. So I'm going to have a play with that later on as well. So that's why I'm just harvesting more ore, because ore as a warrior looks like it's going to be the main thing you need. If you're a ranger, you will need to kill those pigs to get the leather. And if you're a magician, you just need to harvest those stalks. Yeah, so I think that this is going to be it for today. That's the start of the game anyway. We'll show you a little bit more about the Solace stones and how that all works, and the base building in the next episode. And once we're 5k's out, I'll show you how to actually build a base as opposed to just whacking down some foundations to put a Solace stone on, which is all you need. As you travel out each kilometre, you just want to whack down a Solace stone so that you don't have to travel back and forth all the time. So I will see all you guys in the next episode, and in the next episode we'll be travelling out and going exploring. So this is Bert, signing out.